interrupted there. 2 minutes left to go, almost 2 minutes. And Arzola is here leading with 3 points. They changed a bit or like moved his head protection to the right spot. That's what it is for. Yeah, I should protect the head. And here, double leg takedown once again, but this time he has seen that coming, Arzola. So he expected that and could defend this attempt well. And now, who is going to... So they sent them out there. To the edge of the mat. Not sure if anything happened or if the referees are rewatching the situation, because there might have been a point still. I don't think so, because Arzola here managed to defend that well, landed on his knees. And there we see the mascot of this year's Pan American Championship. That's as well what they were promoting previously, a possibility for the sportsman to not only participate, or as well for the spectators, but as well to take some pictures here. Really nice, yeah. The mascot of the event, it's a sloth in a Sambo uniform, obviously for kids as well. A really nice attraction here. But yeah, we're trying to focus on the fights right now. There's something what they are rewatching, I suppose. Any situation. Yeah, Arzola is trying to maintain himself warm, because there is still some time on the clock. He will have to cover with his 3 points lead. And Urbina is dangerous. Yeah, he proved himself really dangerous. Had as well some really good techniques here. And there it is. Yeah, 1.5 minutes. But there was a huge attempt right now, and straight into the arm lock, but out of the mat. Yeah, so like the throw could receive some points there and should be 4 points. But the arm lock was outside of the mat, so yeah, he received the 4 points for the technique, for the throwing technique. Now is leading with 10 points to 3 points. Yeah, so like a 7 points difference. Like one single point can now make the difference and could change the whole situation. And there is the hold down for Urbina, but now left the mat. So once again, well defended here by his Mexican opponent. And yeah, 38 seconds left. There is one penalty for Arzola. So 6 points he would need to go here. And he could do that with a direct win by throwing his opponent onto the ground and keep standing, or by a knockout. But that's going to be difficult. The time is running away. 20 seconds left to go. And Carzola here is really going for it with some nice punches, kicks towards the head. And now the belt of Urbina opened with 7 seconds left on the clock. So that's going to be really difficult here for him now to make it into the final. But he is in the semifinal. And as I have mentioned before, in the combat sambo, there is no rapid charge. So if you make it to the semifinal and you lose there, you automatically receive a bronze medal. And well, the other fighter, the winner, moves in to the final where he can go for a gold medal or, yeah, go back home with a silver medal. So that's it right now. As we have seen him before, the favorite of this match, as we have predicted it, is Arzola, the Mexican in the red uniform, took the win here, made it to the final, and his opponent from Honduras, Kevin Urbina, showed a really good fight, yeah, really good performance, but he will go back home with a bronze medal of this year's Pan American Championship in Costa Rica. We come to the semifinal of the over 98 kilogram category. There we have, in the red uniform, representing the United States of America, Joshua Giza. He had a really good first combat against a Bolivian opponent, where he used definitely the advantage of height. He had really good gripping, really good movement, and then came in sometimes with some good attacks in order to get some points. He's facing in the blue uniform representing Honduras, Brat Flores, who as well used really good his the advantage of his height. He won against his opponent from Trinidad Tobago with full points here, threw him various times, so he showed some really good attacks. Let's see if he can prove that once again against his American opponent. Joshua Giza is not new in this circuit. He already participated in the 2019 Pan American Championship, where he managed to win a bronze medal in the over 100 kilogram category. Back then, the categories were still different. They were changed afterwards in order to become an Olympic sports, and then FIAS got the recognition of the of the Olympic Committee. So right now, Sambo is an Olympic sport, is within the list of Olympic sports, and that's why now the category is a bit different. It's the under 98 kilograms category. But yeah, Joshua Giza is an experienced fighter from this point of view. Exactly, it's not his first competition, and that's why we see him here in the semifinal of the under 98 kilogram category, and he is now trying to get further than a bronze medal or than a rapid charge match by making it into the final, but he's not going to have an easy time here with his opponent from Honduras, as mentioned before. proved himself really strong in his first round match. And yeah, let's see if he can keep up with that performance. Okay, there we go. The match starts between both of them, and there we once again see, yeah, that the sportsman from Honduras is directly going in, but there's a good groundwork now from Giza. We haven't seen it like this in his first match. So Brad Flores finds himself here in a really well secured hold down. Let's see if he can change something about it. Well, tries to get the leg, but he needs to get free from his upper body. And well, right now the 20 seconds passed away. They gave 2 points for this counterattack, and Giza now is leading here comfortably with 6 points. Let's see. Can his opponent change something about it? That was another counterattack, and they gave 1 point for that. And now he's going for an arm lock. Did they change something? No, they just interrupted that situation. I mean, I like the effort of Flores, who is going in from any angle, but he's not pushing enough. Yeah, like he didn't have the control, and that's why Giza now really easy countered him. Shake hands. Giza goes straight into the final. That wasn't a big deal for him now this match, and yeah, Flores is going to fight for the bronze medal later on, where he is probably going to face who might it be? It's going to be yeah, it's going to be right now the opponent of the winner of the next match. So let's see. It's going to be an interesting match right now, which we have here, because we have in the red uniform representing Brazil, Erval Silva, who managed the only direct win of this day on this mat, actually, where he foot sweeped his opponent and kept standing, so to reach a full win. And he's going to face right now from Mexico, Luis Roman Barrios. He's going to be in the blue uniform. Both sportsmen were pretty strong, but well, we haven't seen Silva for a long time. Yeah, that contest was finished after 10 seconds. Let's see if he can repeat that. Right now, Silva at least doesn't have the advantage of height anymore. Yeah, because his Mexican opponent as well brings there something to the table. He is a tall guy and looks as well pretty strong, and proved himself strong in the first round. None of them medaled so far at this international circuit, or at least in the last 2 continental championships. So they might be new to the national team, and yeah, we can see right now here Roman Barrios is pushing forward, so he's trying to get his gripping, and there he goes in for a drop shoulder throw. Yeah, we would say in Russian brasok через плечо, but wasn't successful with that, but at least a good attempt. Yeah, we need to admit that. So for Silva, it's not as easy as it was in the first round. Here, he really got an opponent who can face him. Yeah, who can make his life a bit difficult. And let's see. if maybe at the end Roman Barrios is the one who is going to the final and fight for the gold medal. He's doing well so far. Yeah, moving well. And there's the first penalty for passivity. Yeah, because well, Silva didn't bring in so much effort as Roman Barrios so far. Might be a good strategy or a bad one here was again the foot sweep, which we have seen in the first contest, double leg takedown, and that was a good one. I might have seen there 1 point landing on his stomach, but the referees agreed that there was no point. So now he's working on the ground, Roman Barrios, but can't move this mountain of a man on the floor. So they keep fighting in the standing position. Yeah, what I said is that we don't know if that is a good strategy here of Roman Barrios, who is putting in a lot of effort because he might empty his tank already. We don't know yet. He did good so far, but 2 minutes into the contest and he slowed down already. Yeah, and there he's going to receive his first penalty right now because, well, he slowed down, didn't attack anymore so far, and that's as well a passivity warning for him. Right now, the question is, could he step up once again and step up his tempo? And there is good sacrifice throw, really good attempt, but as well defended by Yarval Silva. So far, the better techniques came from the Mexican fighter, and Silva is sometimes trying it with the foot sweep, as he did in his first contest. But if he doesn't find the right moment, he won't succeed here. And that's his second passivity warning, which results in 1 point for Roman Barrios. So he's leading now the contest with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. He's going here once again for 2-leg takedown, but good counter attack here of Silva, and he receives 1 point for it, 2 points for it. And now that might be dangerous, but no. Silva is smart there on the ground. So that was a really good counter attack here, and now he's leading. Yeah, suddenly leading. There was a mix of suplex and a sacrifice throw. So when Roman Barrios went down for the double leg takedown, he just resisted for a while and then made or initiated the counter attack, and that was really smart. Yeah, and that's why he got some points there, and now is leading. And now Roman Barrios is going again for a drop shoulder throw, and once again well defended by Silva. And here a bad sacrifice throw attempt, but at least he's active. Yeah, he's putting in a lot of effort in this match, and that might result soon in another penalty for Silva, and that would be the third penalty for him. So here another double leg takedown. Silva is quick in reacting on this attempt, but as well we see that Silva is becoming really tired. Yeah, like you can see the way how he's moving. There's his third penalty and the second point for Roman Barrios. Still, they would now win if we would end this match. Silva, because he made two technical points, and Roman Barrios 2 tactical points, like by penalties. Obviously, we want to see big techniques. That's why there must be 1 more point for Roman Barrios in order to win this contest. And now, did he make a mistake or not? He is trying to get out of this situation. He just needs to hold the distance to the upper body, but now it looks like Silva got here the contact. Let's see, can he get out there? The Mexican looks pretty tight, that hold down, so he might hold it down for 4 points, and that would definitely mean the win for him in this semifinal. And he would face Joshua Giza from the United States of America in the final. There are a few seconds left on the clock, and that's going to be now really difficult for Roman Barrios to come back here with 12 seconds left to go. He would bring up a really, really big technique. Once again, the double leg takedown, good reaction of Silva, and working on the ground is not now the smartest idea. But yeah, there, the time is over, and Herval Silva is the winner of this contest, and he made it to the final. He is going to face Giza of the United States and fight for the gold medal. Meanwhile, Roman Barrios is going to face Roberto Rosas Gomez from Bolivia for the bronze medal. Here we have seen the last attempt. Wasted some time on the ground. He might have stood up and, well, tried one more time in the standing part, but, well, he went there for the arm lock, but didn't quite get the arm out, didn't even have enough time for it. But, well, maybe for the bronze medal. Exactly. So now we have the finalists of the under 79 kilogram combat category. We know who will be in the final in the over 98 kilogram category. And now we are going to figure it out in the under 58 kilogram category of sports Sambo, where we are going to see in the red uniform representing Mexico, Uciel Estrada, who is facing in the blue uniform representing Brazil, Danilo Tavares. Both showed really good combats, really good contests in the very first round in their quarterfinals. And well, I have no clue who of them could make it to the final, to be honest. Yeah, could be either one of them. Showed some good effort in the first round. None of them yet medaled in the last two Pan American Championships, and there is the lead for Estrada from Mexico. Yeah, dived down deep under his opponent and received these 2 points there at the edge of the mat. Initiated that technique within the mat, and then his opponent landed outside of it. Here, another good single leg takedown, and now he's working on the ground. Goes for a painful hold, and there he receives the win. That was well done, yeah. Baleboy Canareca here on the ground, really fast transition, and well, that's why it's called like this, yeah. It's a painful hold. The painful canary would be the translation of Baleboy Canareca. Hurts a bit at the thigh, but he should be fine soon. It's Estrada who goes to the final. Well executed. That's what I mentioned before. Never underestimate your chances on the ground, because there you can reach far. And there we see it once again. He gets in with his leg and directly goes for the ankle, yeah, in order to pull and well, make his opponent tap out. Now we should see the second semifinal of the under 58 kilogram category. We haven't seen the first fight. There was definitely one fighter from Costa Rica who had a bye in the first round, so he didn't have to face anybody. And then we didn't see Mario Quintero from Nicaragua, but now we see both of them here in the red uniform. Is Mario Quintero from Nicaragua. He had a bye as well in the first round because his opponent from Guatemala didn't show up. And now he's facing in the blue uniform from Costa Rica, Alonso Rojas Espinosa. Yeah, definitely here as well in order to please the home crowd. Obviously trying to make it to the final. We haven't seen any of them, so far we don't know their form. It's their first match, and they are now battling it out for the final. Here, good foot sweep of Quintero. But there, a big attempt, huge. That was a really good one, a large outer reap here of Rojas Espinosa, and now he's leading with 4 points. After 25 seconds, that was a big one. A big attack here, and let's see if Quintero can fight his way back into this contest. That's what I mentioned as well at the beginning, that if you have to take such a score right at the beginning of the contest, that can change something about your mental game here, about your mindset as well, because you might think, oh man, he got me there, and what am I going to do now? 4 points in sports sambo can be a lot, can be really a lot, and let's see if he can fight his way back into this contest. And there, a good counterattack of Quintero. And he went for the Baleboy Canareca leg lock, but Rojas was carefully stood up and managed to defend here. Quintero, now we see on the scoreboard, received 1 point for this counterattack, and huge. That was a really good one. Well timing for that sacrifice throw. Should have pushed a bit more at the end, but that was a really nice technique. Let's see. It looks like Quintero didn't give himself up so far. He's still fighting for this gold medal. Yeah. So here is the second penalty for Quintero. That means 1 point for Rojas Espinosa, and now Rojas Espinosa again is leading with 4 points. Here, another good attempt. Reached out for Melnica, the fireman's carry. And well, Rojas Espinosa as well defended really well. He has seen that coming. And as well here, Rojas now going for the fireman's carry, in Russian Melnica. Would be actually a translation of a windmill. But yeah, one of the most famous throws in Sambo, definitely, and one of the most beautiful throws. Here's a second penalty for Rojas. That's why now there are only 3 points difference on the scoreboard between these two fighters. And yeah, if Quintero can now come up with another technique, he would make this fight even more exciting. There was a drop shoulder throw attempt of Rojas. Didn't manage to cross the hips. That's why he didn't succeed here. But yeah, at least they are both still attacking, although they have to penalties already on the board. It's not quite representing the way they are fighting. There's a third penalty now for Quintero. Now he needs to be careful because a fourth penalty would result in a disqualification, but there was a really good brasok через плечо, a good shoulder throw attempt here. Couldn't come all the way up again. That's why he didn't make him land on a countable part of his body. And there is the arm lock. And wow, great transition here of Rojas. Manages to win here with an arm lock. 1 minute and 13 seconds before the end, and you can see the coach and the home crowd. They are really happy about this win because they have one of their athletes into the final of this year's Pan American Championship in Alajuela. In this case, Quintero is going to fight for the bronze medal, and there he's going to face Emerson Lagos from Honduras. Okay, next one up is the first female category which we have on this mat. And let's have a look. Who is going to fight here? We have directly the semi-final between Devine Jones representing the United States in the red uniform against Sofia Estrada from Mexico in the blue uniform. So far, none of them has medaled here on the Pan American Championship in the last years. So maybe not in the adult category. I'm not sure if they are probably young sportsmen. But yeah, now we're going to see them here battling it out for the final. The winner of them is going to fight for the gold medal later on in the final block, and the loser is going to take a bronze medal here directly. As on the other round, there's a bye where Reina Cordova from Costa Rica has a bye towards the final. So the winner of these two is going to battle it out in the final with Cordova from Costa Rica. Now, not sure what's happening there. Still checking everything up with the referees at the table. In the background, you see the mascot again of this year's event. Now they send them both to the corner again. Okay, referees at the table are ready, it seems like, and the match can start between Divine Jones and Sofia Estrada. Let's see who goes in first here. Good attempt here of Estrada. Didn't quite cross the hips. Might have been much more successful crossing the hips here completely. Had a really good contact on the upper body. And here, once again, that's what I meant. Yeah, this time she really good crossed the hips. Still remains with this good upper body control and almost scored a point there. Referee is asking for 1 point and receives the agreement of the referees from the table. The other one couldn't quite see it. Here another good attempt. Brasokciris Spinu. Drop down onto her knees and try to roll over. And here once again, so she is attacking all the way and like doesn't stop. And now they receive some time to work on the ground, but if the referees don't see any progress, they interrupt the situation immediately. So Jones will have to attack right now, and she's going for a direct arm lock. Jumps in, but Estrada has seen that coming, so she defended well. Still, the referee is now signalizing that Jones can work in this arm lock. But now, well defended first of all of Estrada, and now she's working on the ground, maybe going for a hold down. Needs to receive, needs to get close to her, and now she is. Yeah, that's why the referee is now signalizing the hold down. If she can remain in this position close to her opponent, she will be fine. She can hold that for 20 seconds and receive 4 more points. And it's looked like it that Jones is not trying to get out of that anymore. Maybe now trying to go for the arm lock, but the referee already interrupted. So 4 more points for Estrada, and now she's leading here with 2 minutes into the contest. Comfortably. So far Jones didn't show any dangerous attempts. Here the mascot once again passing by as well, watching the matches. There was another point right now for Estrada, and here that was a good one. Therewith she secured the win here. 2 points for this drop shoulder throw, actually with the use of her back. So Brasokciris Spinu in Russian. Well done here, 8-0, and she made it to the final. Estrada is going to face Reina Cordova from Costa Rica in the gold medal match, and she deserved that spot in the final. She showed a really good performance here, attacked continuously, and that's why she earned herself many points. Well done. So far we have still to figure out who is going to the final in the under 88 kilogram category, and that's going to be really interesting, because in the first semi-final we have Solinsky of the United States against Brenes of Costa Rica. Looking forward to this fight, but now we continue with the women's category, and there we have the under 72 kilograms category, where we have the semi-final between Alicia Gomez from Nicaragua in the red uniform facing Daniela Delgado from Costa Rica. Daniela Delgado obviously is looking forward here to go into the final, obviously in her home country with the support of the home crowd, going here, attacking really good. If I'm not mistaken, she as well medaled at this last international tournament in Santo Domingo, which was organized by the Dominican Sambo Federation in May, the beginning of May. And yeah, there, the team of Costa Rica showed a really good performance, winning various gold medals, and there was a really good trial for them for this Pan American Championship here in their home country. And there was a really good counterattack of Delgado, received 2 points for this action, and now is going for the arm lock. The referee is already showing, yeah, now you can work for 1 minute. You can see as well on the time board there's now a second time running down, which is the time for the arm lock, where now Delgado has 1 minute time to work for it. If after 1 minute nothing happened, she needs to stop. She went on to the hold down, but the referee interrupts here. Probably didn't quite see enough contact on the upper body. That's why he said, well, you had enough time working on the ground. Now we keep fighting in the standing position. But yeah, leading with 3 points. Gomez from Nicaragua still going in with some of her attempts here. Really nice attempt once again of Delgado, working there on the ground and securing the hold down. But it was at the edge of the mat. That's why the referee interrupted here and makes them return to the center. And once again, a good attempt here. Receives 1 point for that drop shoulder throw. No, she received 2 points. Had a good control there and brought her down onto her side. And right now there are only 3 points missing in order to win here straight, almost reaching the halftime of this match. And she keeps attacking. That's definitely really good. Here we go, big attack, maybe changing the direction, going for the arm lock right now. Has the arm free. No, she doesn't. Needs to work on that right now. But now has 1 minute. Decides to go for the hold down. Still in the arm lock position. No, not anymore. That's why the situation was interrupted. Might soon be another penalty for Diaz because for Gomez, sorry, for Gomez because she didn't attack here quite a lot. So, but referee lets it go one more time. Probably she's lucky to not receive another penalty there because she has already 3 penalties on the board. Yeah, so another penalty would be a disqualification for her. There it is. Good technique. And received how many? 1 point for it. It was probably, now somebody would say it was outside of the mat, but she initiated the technique inside of the mat, and then it's fine if they land outside of the mat, because then you still get some scores. Here another good attempt. Brings her down onto the stomach, so it might be 1 point, which she takes from this action. referees are talking about. The next steps now, probably another penalty as Gomez didn't attack at all the last 3.5 minutes. Yeah, there it is. The fourth penalty results in disqualification. In this match, that means, well, for the bronze medal, she won't have a problem. But at least for this match, she was disqualified because she was too passive there. And yeah, that means Daniela Delgado from Costa Rica, another finalist of this year's Pan American Championship in Alajuela. And we are going to see now who's going to be her opponent, because on the draw there we have still two fighters. One's Maria Peña from the Dominican Republic and Nancy Hernandez from Mexico. But it seems like we first of all have the semi-final of the under 88 kilograms category. That was the fight I was looking forward to, between Sulinski from the United States in the red uniform, the reigning Pan American champion, and Brenes in the blue uniform representing Costa Rica. He's now the hope for his country to come to the final. Sulinski had a hard first fight, a really short second fight, and Brenes, well, he only made one fight so far, but there he controlled really well. So let's see who can take it right now, who can take the win here. I would say Brenes definitely has a chance against Sulinski. And let's see if the energy of the home crowd pushes him even further. And there it is, the first attack. Well done, well executed. There was an inner thigh throw. Goes for 2 points here. Patchwat Isnutri for this 2 points. Well, he received 1 point because Sulinski just landed on the top of his shoulder, and there's once again this inner thigh throw. Maybe he might be dangerous with this technique, but he needs to be careful because Sulinski in his previous contest did a really good body drop, and that can be a really good counter for inner thigh throws. So let's see. So far, Brenes is doing a good job here with 1 minute into the contest and 4 minutes left to go. The first referee already aimed for a penalty there right now for Sulinski. Now he needs to be careful here. That was the body drop. And yeah, with that body drop, he earned himself 4 points in the previous contest. So he definitely, like Brenes, needs to be careful with this throw. Probably he watched his contest or his coach, so he might be prepared for that. And there's a really good drop shoulder throw. Brasocchiris Spinu. What am I saying? Brasocchiris Spinu. That was a good technique here. 2 points he received because although it was slow, it was controlled, and he brought him down onto his side. And now leading here with 1 point, but 3 minutes left to go. So Brenes should bring in once again this inner thigh throw he was dangerous with at the beginning. Now body drop. Can he counter that? Yeah, that took too long for me. If it takes too long, usually there are no points given. Because they already both touched the ground with their head. That's why they didn't give a score for that, but there's a penalty for Brenes. It's the first penalty for him. Zulinski already has one on his side on the scoreboard, and now Brenes needs to be careful. Doesn't have the perfect gripping here and is at the edge of the mat, playing a bit with fire, and that should be here right now 1 more point for Zulinski. So he is tactically fighting that smart, maybe not rolling into this direction for the arm lock, but that was a good attempt, and that was the body drop I mentioned before. So 2 points lead now, and we're at the halftime of the contest. So Brenes still has many chances, but so far his fighting style is not made to save energy. So it looks like he's becoming tired already, and that could have been dangerous right now. There was a good counterattack of Zulinski, and earns himself 1 more point for that action. And now Brenes, he needs definitely the support of the home crowd. Yeah, I guess with the support he can probably find some more energy inside of him and gets a bit more dangerous. But Zulinski is doing that smart. Yeah, you can see it's not his first Sambo competition. He won last year in Colombia at the Pan American Championship. So he definitely came here to defend his title, and so far he's looking good. Wasn't really in danger. In his first 2 matches, there's another body drop. Tried to pull him over, but this time well defended by Brenes. But you can see it in his face. He's out of fuel almost. So to come up with a big technique is, I would say, almost impossible now against Zulinski, who is always coming forward, having a good grip, avoiding that somebody could, or that Brenes could go for his legs, as well avoiding that Brenes could go for his hip. So he's not letting him come too close, and then sometimes when he comes close, then he goes in front of it with this body drop. So here another kind of bad attempt here of Brenes. Now Zulinski is trying to pull him over to go for the hold down, and there he secures the hold down right now. Well done. Worked on the ground, and with this hold down, he's probably going to win that match right now. He has 4 points lead, and with these 4 points, he would extend his lead to 8 points, and that would be the direct win. But Brenes, well, he is fighting for it right now. But there, the 20 seconds take the way, and Zulinski makes it to the final once again. And now the question is, who will be his opponent for that final match? We are going to figure that out right now in the next match between Oscar Bojorge, who surprised us with a really surprising 8-0 win out of nowhere, and he's going to face Barcenas of Mexico. One of them is going to be the finalist, and then this one is going to face Zulinski and try to stop him from taking his second gold medal on the Pan American Championship. Might be the last fight of the preliminaries right now, so let's try to enjoy that even more. This match here, now in the red uniform, stepping up onto the match for Nicaragua, Oscar Bojorge, and his opponent, Miguel Barcenas, in the blue uniform representing Mexico. Both of them easily won their quarterfinals, so we definitely have 2 crackers here battling it out in order to reach the final, and maybe steal the gold from Solinsky. We are going to see. It's going to be exciting, definitely. We're just waiting for the referees to enter the mat in order to initiate this contest. Now the referees arrived, and we are going to see this last semi-final here between Oscar Bojorge of Nicaragua facing Miguel Barcenas of Mexico. Both really strong fighters. We have seen a huge, large outer reap of Bojorge in the first round. And as well, we have seen huge double leg takedowns of Barcenas, where we suppose that he might have had an experience in wrestling, because the way he moves is really wrestling-like, and there he goes for a big suplex. Already earned himself 1 point for the first situation, and right now received another point, maybe 2 points. I cannot see that on the board yet. Yeah, 2 points he received for this last action. And I guess Bojorge now is awake. So he knows, okay, this one is going to be tricky. And you can see the way he's standing there, Barcenas, trying to feint that he would grip up on the upper body and then is going for the double leg takedown. Did that in the first fight in his quarterfinal. And yeah, Bojorge impressed with his large outer reap and a quick transition after that. So he had a really good upper body strength, and I guess that might be his chance. So when, for example, right now Barcenas is trying to fight close to his opponent, then Bojorge can use his advantage or his experience in this part. Here we go again. So that's what Bojorge, I think, prefers, and I I do believe that Barcenas doesn't have too many options from this position. You can see he doesn't feel too comfortable in this gripping style. That's because this double leg takedown is his favorite technique so far. We haven't seen any other technique of him, and now there's a really good gripping from Jorge. If he can now cross the hips, there it is. That's what I meant. But there's a big suplex. He has been waiting for that, Barcenas, and received 4 points for this huge suplex. Did he? They are sending them to the edge of the mat to have a look at that situation. Okay, so I guess the referee interrupted before the suplex happened. That's why I was a bit surprised about the reaction of Jorge, but now it makes sense. I didn't hear the whistle, but Jorge might have heard it, and he said, well, if you interrupt, then you cannot count this this action. So they probably might not count this suplex of Barcenas, and that would mean they would continue with this 3-0 lead, and that would be actually pretty good for Jorge, because he would be really at the edge of losing there. And yeah, let's see what the referees now are going to do. Yeah. So the referee interrupted before Barcenas executed this suplex counterattack. So a bit lucky now for Jorge, obviously, but maybe he can use that right now. He was warned now with that huge counterattack. There's a single leg takedown attempt. Barcenas really well moving here in this contest, although not having big techniques to the front, but countering well, and this double leg takedown is really dangerous of him. So there's the first penalty for Barcenas because he was kind of passive now this last 40 seconds. There's again a good gripping of Jorge once again there at the back. Now if he attempts another technique, yeah, he needs to be careful. As you have seen here, he goes right down with his hip to go under the... Oh, can he go now for the leg lock? Maybe he doesn't know Baliboy Kanareka yet, but he could go for it. Because Jorge as well didn't really defend that he was going inside there with his thigh in order to execute that leg lock. Jorge now needs to give something against. There's this single leg takedown, and that might be difficult. And that might have been a counterattack there of Jorge. But, well, now working on the ground, actually, I think it would be smarter to go for some points by throwing actions. I said earlier on, never underestimate the groundwork, but with 1 minute left on the clock, it's maybe a bit too late to work on the ground. If there is not a perfect way to enter, and right now Barcenas look really closed in this ground situation. Now Jorge once again is looking for the belt, and Barcenas was looking for the fireman's carry, the Melnica. There is a second penalty for Barcenas, which makes it 3-1 on the scoreboard. So if Jorge now puts in a big attempt here in this last 20 seconds. He could change something about the outcome of this fight, but yeah, there's once again the fireman's carry. Now he could go for it with, for example, a sacrifice throw, or yeah, that was the attempt. And right now the seconds are ticking away, and it's Barcenas who goes through to the final. Mexico having his or having their second finalist of these categories here in the under 58 sports Sambo category. They have a finalist with Estrada, and now once again here with Miguel Barcenas in the under 88 kilogram category. Well fought here and well done by Miguel Barcenas. Oscar Bojorge will still fight for the bronze medal, where we will see if it's going to be Jose Molina from Honduras or Dilber Alave from Bolivia, because they will have to battle it out for the to come to the bronze medal. And right now, here we have the first bronze medal match on this mat between, who is it? It was Tavares who made it to the semifinal, and that's Danilo Tavares, yeah? Didn't quite recognize him right now. Exactly, against Emerson Lagos. And now in the bronze medal match, Emerson Lagos lost against Uciel Estrada from Mexico, and Estrada went on to win against Tavares as well. And yeah, Emerson Lagos as well didn't show a bad first fight, but Tavares definitely was a bit more convincing in his first fight, beating his opponent Rios Rivera from Bolivia. And he had a huge hip throw in this first contest, scored there 4 points. So let's see. Right now, there were 2 good attempts here of Emerson Lagos, and well, it's his chance right now to make it to to win a bronze medal here at this Continental Championship. Would definitely be one of his biggest results so far in Sambo. Right now, there's a good chance for Tavares to work on the ground, to go for the hold down, but lost the control of the leg right there. Tavares lost in the semifinal against Estrada by Baleboy Canareca, the painful Canary, just a leg lock. There was a really good transition of Estrada, and that's why he deserved to stay in this final. Here once again an attack by Lagos. And now working on the ground here, Tavares, the Brazilian fighter, looking for the arm lock. Now gets the arm free, but well defended so far by Lagos. I really thought he could submit him here right now, but Lagos is doing that well. Still has 45 seconds left to work in this position. Yeah, till 1 minute. Tavares now can work onto that arm in order to secure this transition, this submission. Let's see if he can hold on to it, and Lagos also needs to put all his power in order to hold his arm. Brazilians are usually really good on the ground, as they have this jiu-jitsu tradition in their country. So let's see, can he now stretch out the arm of Lagos, or there's the 1 minute past, and that means the referee has to interrupt the situation. Lagos managed to defend this position, and he still has a chance now to go for this bronze medal. Already had some good attempts. Here once again, lost a bit of control here at the end, lost the arm of Tabares and finds himself now in the hold down. Tabares is controlling the upper body here of Lagos and just needs to remain in this position to secure 4 points. Yeah, 2 seconds left, and there are the 4 points for Tavares. Now they would let him work on an arm lock if he would react immediately. Like this, the referee had to interrupt. And now leading with 4 points, Danilo Tavares in his bronze medal match. And there, Lagos left the mat. That's why he receives his second penalty. And that's 1 more point for Tavares on the scoreboard. So now leading with 5 points. Lagos is going for a really great technique here. 2 points. Initiated inside, exactly. That's why there are 2 points now. Signalized by the referee. Well executed. Went for the single leg takedown and then used his other leg in order to do a kind of large inner reap to sweep away the standing leg of Tabares, and yeah, threw him onto his side, received 2 points for that. That was a really great action. Let's see if he can continue like this. There's the first penalty for Danilo Tavares now on the scoreboard. Double leg takedown attempt. And he's going for it, Lagos. I like this. I like this attitude. Right now, yeah, Tavares countered that technique. That's correct. 2 more points for him in this occasion. So puts himself into a better position with these 2 more points. Now is leading with 5 points again. So Lagos needs to use this last minute he has in order to score. Now is going for Baliboy Canareka, I suppose. Is he? He was trying, but this time well defended by Tavares, who probably learned from this, his first encounter with Baliboy Canareka in the semi-final against Estrada. You can see as well now Lagos is getting tired, obviously, after 4 minutes of fighting. You're out of fuel. And the seconds are ticking away. Now 35 seconds on the board still. Lagos would have to have a miracle here in order to still win that fight. Good attempt of him, no doubt, but as well no points. And now there are only 20 seconds left to go. There's the second penalty for Tavares. That means 3rd point for Lagos. He has 20 seconds to close that 4 points gap. Will he be able to do that? Another good attempt here, but it's not coming up all the way. So if you would, I mean, that's easy to say, but that's how this technique works. If he drops down, he needs to come up all the way again, and then he can rotate. And with that rotation, he can go for some points. But in this case, he didn't manage to. Here, one last situation. Time is over, and the bronze medal goes to Danilo Tavares, who secures the first medal for Brazil. Actually, it's the second medal if we consider that silver in the over 98 kilograms category is in the final and will Doesn't matter if he wins or loses, take a medal. So far already a successful championship for Brazil. Well done. Congratulations to Danilo Tavares for this bronze medal. There we come up with a next bronze medal fight in the under, if I'm not mistaken, 88 kilogram category between oh no, it's not a bronze medal fight, it's the way towards bronze medal. So they will have to battle out who will be allowed to fight for the bronze medal. It's Jose Molina, representing Honduras in the red uniform, facing Dilvar Alave, representing Bolivia in the blue uniform, and both fought against Sulinski. Jose Molina did a really good job against Sulinski, throwing him for 2 points right at the beginning of the contest, and he lasted until the very end. So they fought the whole 5 minutes. I mean, it was the first contest, but as well. And here, wow, what a single leg pickup here, 4 points. Secured the hold down at the beginning, but then left the mat. Here, well defended of Alave on the ground. Couldn't quite defend this single leg pickup by Molina. But yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, as well in the first round, he at the beginning countered an attack of Sulinski and did really well. And Sulinski then went on to destroy Alave in his quarterfinal with a huge body drop and a good quick transition after that into a hold down. So just on the paper, Molina would be favorite in this match, and well, he did a really good technique right there with his single leg pickup. Let's see if he can once again do that. He did that right now. 4 more points for him and the direct win. And he is going to fight for the bronze medal. Yeah, well done here of Jose Molina, representing Honduras, and Alave from Bolivia takes a 7th place in this continental championship. Those are going to be some points for him for the world ranking, so he can be happy about that as well. And yeah, Molina later on facing probably Oscar Bojorge from Nicaragua for the bronze medal. Oh no, then it's going to be Esteban Brenes from Costa Rica. He's going to face later on, because right now we have here, if I'm seeing that correctly, it's going to be Cermeno Parada from Guatemala facing Oscar Bojorge from Nicaragua for the bronze medal. Can't see that well yet, but we're going to figure out soon. Now stepping onto the mat. Somebody probably arrived a bit too late there. Not sure if they are giving a penalty for that, or if it's just a break which they are taking. But in the blue uniform, it looks like Oscar Bojorge. Yeah, there is the first penalty going to the fighter in the red uniform for coming too late. Few more seconds left and he would receive a second penalty, which would result in 1 point. So here the time ticked away. Second penalty, first point for the sportsman in the blue uniform. And there they are. As predicted, it's in the red uniform representing Guatemala, Cermeno Parada, and he's facing in the blue uniform representing Nicaragua, Oscar Bojorge. Bojorge, as mentioned before, showed already a really good performance today. And right now with this two warnings, 2 penalties advantage, he should be able to control that match quite easy. Right now in the semifinal, he had a really strong opponent with Miguel Barcenas, who fought technically and tactically strong. And well, right now Cermeno looks still a bit unexperienced, probably one of his first outings on this level here, on this Continental Championship. That's why Borjorge there goes for an outer, a large outer reap, such as in his first contest, and had a great transition right now to this hold down. It's holding him down, should just hold him down for 10 seconds, and there it is. 2 more points for him, which means the fight is over and the bronze medal goes to Oscar Bojorge. With this performance he showed today, that's definitely a well-deserved bronze medal he takes here home for Nicaragua. And well, a bronze, not a bronze medal, but a 5th place for Edgar Cermeno Parada from Guatemala as well. Like this, he receives some points for the world ranking, which will be useful for the upcoming World Championship, because the draw. ¿Cómo? Ah, bueno,